Hi guys, welcome to another video about how to create a time-lapse with the GoPro Hero 7 Black. It's not only about the GoPro Hero 7, it's also same thing probably with the 6, 5 and 4. I think they have pretty much the same software, so you can use that thing on all of them. The question is, how can you do that? I mean, of course there's the menu where you can select and then you make the time-lapse video, but there are a couple of options. There's not just the straightforward option, you have a couple of options to do that, and I wanted to show you how this works and what's the best option to do that. But before we dig into that, I have to apologize for the bad video quality, not in the second part where I'm going to show you the footage. There the video quality is really okay or good. The problem just happened in the first part of the video where I'm explaining you how I did that, so I think it doesn't affect the whole thing too much. I mean, here I'm not talking about any special options. Of course you have to turn the camera on and then you go with the right button here, the button on the right side, you select the time-lapse mode, and then you can select here the different modes, and then you have either time-lapse video or time-lapse photo. So the time warp photo is stabilized, and the last at the very bottom, which we had here, let's check here, hold on a second. So here we can see the 4 options. That's the time warp video, that's with stabilization. We are not interested into this here, and also not into night lapse photo. So this is just when we assume that you want to make a time lapse of something which is, I mean, it's daylight, normal lighting, and something which is not moving fast or something like that, or at least the camera is not moving, just a regular time lapse from something like which is growing, like a plant which is growing fast, or like clouds passing by, or a ship go out in the ocean passing by, something like that. So that means we have actually 2 options here. We have the time-lapse video and we have the time-lapse photo. With both we can produce a time-lapse video at the end, and there's also another option. We can just record a normal video and accelerate that and make a time-lapse video, and I'm going to show you now how this works and how the result will be. I mean, there are different aspects of that. How comfortable is it, and how long will the battery last? That's the second thing. And the third thing is, how will be the quality? So these are the major things which we want to know, so to find out what the best option is just for something like that. So I've been starting with the time-lapse photo. I've been producing these pictures with 5 seconds. So I was shooting then, or the camera was shooting a picture every 5 seconds, and that was accumulating in the SD storage card, and I moved them on to the PC. And on the PC I was using the Microsoft Moviemaker, which is free. You can drag all the pictures here, you can mark them here, and if we have I wanted to speed up the whole thing by 150 times, which basically means again 30 frames per second, and since we have made a picture every 5 seconds, so that means we have to accelerate it by 150 times. But of course for the picture it means that we wanna have them displayed by each one by 0.03 seconds. I mean, of course I would like to make 0.03333, but I can't do that because the Moviemaker doesn't allow me to do that. But as you can see, I've just made it now with a couple of images, and when we play it, you can see that's something like a time lapse. Of course, I had way more pictures when I made the when I prepared the footage, which I will show you later on. But that is it, and then you go after that and save the video, and you already get this got this version. The second thing, or I mean probably the first thing which you will choose usually is the time-lapse video, and you can also select, for example, to make a picture every 5 seconds, and then the GoPro camera will not produce single images, but it will stick all the images together to one video, so you don't have to do anything. The result will be on a video, and I will also show you this to compare. And the last option is not in this time-lapse menu of the GoPro, it is a normal video. So when you select here the in the menu, we click on the right side, photo, time-lapse, and we press one more time. So maybe we can see it here. We start with the that was the video, that thing here, not the time-lapse, not the photo, but the video. So here we have these 5 videos. Of course, the problem is when you just keep the camera running, the GoPro, and like for 1 hour or so, or as long as the battery lasts, it will produce more than one single file, because with the FAT32 format, it's not capable to store more than 4 gigabytes in one file, so it has to produce a couple of different video clips, and you have to put them together. Here I've been using the Microsoft Moviemaker again, because it's fast and free and really simple, and so I just like drag and dropped them here on this side. And now when we have selected them all, no, that's not the thing here. Here we have it. And so we can adjust the speed, but maximum speed is, I think it's 100 times, or I'm not sure about that. No, that doesn't work. I think 64. 64, as it was displaying it here. The highest speed was 64, but we need 150 times. So the thing is, I went actually with 50 times first, and then produced the here the thing, the movie or the video with 50 times speed, and then with the result I deleted that, and I dragged the result into here again, and after that I was using 3 times. So 50 times by 3 times makes 150 times. So at the end I got a result with a video with 150 times speed. So easy. And so at the end we really got these 3 different types of time-lapse. We have here on the left side the biggest one. I had to decide one for like as the biggest one, because I cannot place them side by side and have still a large image, so it was a little bit of compromise, but I took the best quality video on the left side to have it as the biggest, and these 2 things which were not so good quality on the right side. I hope it's okay for you. But anyway, what you can see, a couple of different things. So I already mentioned that the quality here, that's on the left side, that's the best quality, and as you can see, I already wrote it down. That's the original time-lapse from the GoPro. So when we go back to the menu here on the back of the GoPro, that was the second option, the time-lapse video. So that's the thing here, which you can see on the left side. It has the best quality. I hope I can let it run. Yeah, okay, you can see that. I definitely managed to have them really on the same speed. All are running at 150 speed times speed. Of course, they are not displaying the same thing because I just have one GoPro, and I had to take the footage one after each other. I started in the morning, and then I took one at noon, and one, I think that one was in the afternoon. So you have different, little bit different lighting, different clouds, different thing, but it was absolutely same speed. I double and triple checked. It is definitely the same speed, but it has the best quality. And these two things, I mean, the one thing which I stitched together from single photos and the video which I just speeded up to 150 times speed, are about the same, I would say. There's no much difference to see. For some strange reason they have a different format, but it was just my fault because I think for the picture I selected 3x4 or something like that instead of 16x9 or 9x16, something like that. But you can adjust that and you would get absolutely same results from the like 3x4 or 9x16 or whatsoever. That was not the problem, but you get a really worse quality than with the original one. So from the quality aspect, I would definitely highly recommend to use the original time-lapse from the time-lapse video which you have in the GoPro menu. Then the next thing is, yeah, of course, how comfortable is it to do? Yeah, of course, 100 point for this one. This is the easiest. You have it already on the camera, so absolutely nothing to do. You just select this option in the menu, start it, and you have it ready with the pictures. There's a lot of images you will get. You will have to stitch together. I mean, you can do that, take some time with like a Moviemaker or something like that, and you don't even get better results, so it's definitely not worth it. The last option, the video, yeah, I mean, you have the most work to do. You get a lot of data, and yeah, it's really a lot of footage. I mean, I had about 20 gigabytes of space needed for that. Took me a long time to transfer that, and I had to first accelerate by 50 times and another time by 3 times, so it needed 2 times the processing. Okay, the second time it was not it took me not so much time because the video was already a little bit smaller. So it's not much difference between these two things. I mean, regarding quality, regarding work, it's about the same. Yeah, and the last thing what's interesting for us is how long did the whole thing run with one load of battery, with one battery 100% charged. And as you can see when we go a little bit forward, that the thing here, the video, it stopped, it dropped out after 1 hour and 25 minutes. So it looks like if you just run it with the video recording, not a time-lapse video recording, just with the regular video recording, it stopped here with 1 hour 25. Of course, a little bit depending on the resolution and how many frames per second you will use, but it is not a big difference. So here it was 1 hour and 25, and the other ones were still running. And the second one which stopped was the like just pictures, I mean time-lapse photo. That's the one which we have here, time-lapse photo. That's a little bit a surprise because I thought this would last a little bit longer, because here the GoPro has to stitch the pictures together. So I thought just making the photos would make last the battery a little bit longer, but it was not the case. It was really strange. Maybe it had to do with the battery, so I cannot guarantee that it is like that. Maybe it could be that this lasts 5 or 10 minutes longer, depending. I mean, when you have exact same battery, the difference, I mean, from 2 hours 7 to 2 hour 10, which the battery lasted with the GoPro time-lapse video, with the original thing here, which you have here. This is the time-lapse video. So with this it lasted 2 hours 10, and here only 2 hours 7 minutes. So I mean, yeah, I think this is just due to the battery, and maybe with exactly 100% same battery, this thing would probably last 5 or 10 minutes longer, I think, because the camera doesn't have to stitch together the pictures to a video. But anyway, as you can see, it's not a big difference. So the big difference is really here with the video. If you just use the normal video and then accelerate the video. So I actually definitely can highly recommend to use the original time-lapse video. Don't use the time-lapse photo. If you're planning to make a video at the end, use the time-lapse video and don't use the normal video and accelerate it. So that's definitely the best solution. It looks like the GoPro, the guys from GoPro did a good job on the software sorry, on the software in the GoPro itself. That's a good thing. So there's absolutely nothing against using this time-lapse photo if you don't need stabilization, if you don't need something in the night, if it's in the day, you have enough light and the object is not moving or the camera is not moving, you have a good tripod. So that's definitely the thing to go. Time-lapse video, there's actually no way to beat that, and that was the purpose of this video. So I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.